Why do we need to protect the natural world? This might seem like a surprising question, but it is an important one to consider. There are many different answers, some of which might seem obvious, but others less so. And the answers can depend on the different perspectives that you might have on conserving the natural world. You will hear now from industry professionals on why they think conservation is important and how it relates to their work.
It's essential for us to conserve the natural world. Nature provides a wealth of ecosystem services on which we rely. That might be a functional, diverse blanket bog helping us treat water quality. It might be a woodland surrounding a reservoir slowing down flows and reducing flooding. If you just boil it down to a pure business decision, it's often cheaper, it's more sustainable, and it's better value for our customers to invest in conservation than pouring concrete or dosing extra chemicals at our treatment works.
It's really important to conserve the natural world for many reasons, but for me one of the most important is that nature has an intrinsic value, and that gives a moral obligation to protect it. You know, nature has been here long before we were, and it will be here for a long time afterwards. So that gives us reason to look after it and not destroy it. I would also say that there is an economic value to nature in some circumstances, for example in pollination services, and we term that an ecosystem service, something that gives humans a benefit from something that nature provides.
It is our moral obligation to protect and restore the natural world because we are the primary cause of damage to it. It is because of our actions as humans that the natural world is suffering in so many major ways. Pollution, climate change, deforestation, the list goes on and on. But it's also about what the natural environment can and does do for us. In every single moment of our lives, we are relying upon it in so many ways, from the air we breathe to the water we drink. But as much as it does for us, there is so much left unexplored, so much more possibility, that if we exploit our Earth to the point of no return, then we'll never discover all of the wonderful things that could still be out there.
I absolutely love my job because of the strong focus on conservation. So that might be positive conservation projects, like looking after the protected sites that we own, tree planting, creating wetland areas, working with other partners like Rivers Trusts and Wildlife Trusts. Or it might be helping mitigate the problems that we might cause by the infrastructure that we own. So that might be putting fish passes on weirs to help improve connectivity of our rivers. It might be working with our reservoirs to provide arc sites for native crayfish.
In my day-to-day role, I work with farmers and landowners to enhance and protect the species and habitats that they find on their land. I do this through helping them to produce management plans to ensure that all the needs for whatever is found on their land is protected for years to come and for generations to come.
The Yorkshire Wildlife Trust is a conservation charity dedicated to creating a Yorkshire rich in wildlife and wild places. We want to create a Yorkshire where people understand and are close to nature every day and really appreciate it. We want to bring about living landscapes and living seas, wildlife habitats that are bigger, better managed and more joined up. We're really proud of our nature reserves as refuges for wildlife, but alone they're not enough. We want to create a wilder future for Yorkshire, where wildlife can be found thriving everywhere and everybody has learnt to successfully live alongside wildlife, each benefiting the other.
As you can see, they each have a slightly different professional perspective on reasons for conserving the natural world. Broadly, these fall into two groups, a moral argument and an economic argument. Morally, we protect the environment because we feel that we should. We have a duty to clear up the damage that we do to the natural world. Economically, we protect the environment because we want to make sure that we can continue to receive its benefits. Clean air, drinkable water, and the ability to grow food. Which of these arguments do you think is most convincing and why?